I have a couple of friends who are from Tarkeshwar, Dankuni. So I have a couple of
Yeah,
friends
it's
from
very
those
close
places.
to my place. Yeah.
Okay. That's why I asked. All right. Okay, amazing. So can you tell me a bit about yourself? Like, did you have any siblings or are you the only child?
No, I am only on my one parents.
You're the only
I
child?
don't. Yeah, I don't have any siblings.
Okay, you don't have any siblings. Fine. So do you like it that way or do you sometimes wish, okay, I should have had a sibling, it would have been more fun? What do you feel?
Yeah, I also had when I was little. That
Hmm.
time, I wish to I could have one sister or brother,
Hmm.
anything.
Hmm.
Like so, it was because at
Hmm.
my home
Hmm.
since childhood to now, I grow up
Hmm.
alone.
Hmm.
But now I have lots of cousins. So,
Hmm.
but I am already grew up, so I don't
Yeah.
have more interest like now. But when I was little, my mother also said that sometime when he was little, he
Hmm.
also asked to that if why I don't have any siblings like brothers or
Hmm.
sisters, because my neighbors' friends they have
Uh-huh.
their sisters, brothers,
Uh-huh.
and they when they are at home they used to play with
Uh-huh.
them.
Uh-huh.
So and I feel like alone. So I so that's the reason. I that time
Uh-huh.
I don't want to eat anything at alone. So
Is it?
that
Okay.
my mother called
Uh-huh.
neighbors, my
Uh-huh.
friends who are friends,
Okay.
and
Okay.
my mother's call to come, and my mother's also provide them some foods with me
Okay.
because
All
the
right. Just so
reason
that you
I
would eat.
don't like to eat alone.
Okay. That's so sweet of your mom to do that, right?
Yeah, he also suffered a lot from that reason, and I grew up is so little like my parents and also my
Mm-hmm.
relatives they were so
Mm-hmm.
tension about.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up so lately.
Late as in? You.
Lately, like means as a short height. I was so short height when
Ha ha
I
ha.
had my I was no matric exam in the class
Uh-huh.
10th. That
Yes.
time, no one believed that I'm going to give the exam of boards. When I
Okay.
was so little, so short. But my age around 15, but I was not look like 15 at that time.
Okay. So you look really young, huh?
Mm. Yeah, that time. So yeah, that's, they cannot believe. Also, class teachers they could not believe that you are still 15, but you are not look like that, and you are going to for giving the board exam. Like for others who are also others
Mhm.
students, they
Yeah.
cannot compare with me because I was like different. So small,
Mhm.
like 8, 9, 10 kids.
Oh God. Okay. Fine. Got it. I think that happens with boys, right? Even for the boys in my class when they were in high school, they were actually shorter than us. But soon after 10th standard, I don't know, like they have that growth spurt, right? They become suddenly taller and bigger. That normally happens when they're in their 11th and 12th. Then suddenly in class 11 when they came, you were like, oh my God, you've grown so tall. How?
Yeah,
So
same
that's how
happened
it
with me
was.
when I compared my school, and then after that, it took long time. It's like not
Uh-huh.
normal kids.
Yeah.
Mainly, it's this kind of things we can see on the boys.
Yes, we can see among the boys because I studied in a co-education in my high school only. That's how I observed this thing. Okay, good to know. Okay,
But
so
now
Neil,
they are also happy because I grow up at least like a good man, and it's very common tension as a parents for their kids,
yes,
and I'm only one
yes,
of them. So yeah, it was.
yeah. You're not one of them. You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm only one of my
Yeah,
parents. Yeah.
yeah. I'm the only one for my parents.
Yes.
So I think we both are on the same page here because I'm also the only child for my parents. So I understand their worry towards you.
Mm.
Okay. Neil, I would like to know that when you get corrections, are you here for corrections? Do you want to be corrected, or do you want just to have a regular conversation with the speakers?
Like before ending this session, you can correct me. Like you can note down if you want, you
Yeah.
can take some
There are
minds.
two things
If
I would
I'm doing
like to
any
let
kinds
you
of
know.
mistakes.
Yeah, I think I can let you know now so that you can
Mm.
avoid that, later in your
Okay.
next sentences, all right?
Yeah.
First one, when I asked you, would you like to have a sibling or something? You started off with, when I was a kid, I could have a sister or brother. It's actually, you
Mm.
split to two sentences. I wished to have a brother or sister. That would be enough, okay? Or you can say, I wished I could have a brother or a sister,
Okay.
right?
I wish
So I used to
I could
wish.
have brother or sister.
Yeah, or you can simply say it as I used to wish for a brother or a sister. I used to wish
Okay.
for a brother or a sister. Okay, so
Yeah.
short and sweet. All right, this is one thing. And the second, the past tense of don't is didn't. Right.
Hmm.
When you were talking about your eating patterns as a child, you said that time I don't want to eat if I don't have anybody with me. So it's actually that time I didn't want to eat unless I
Okay.
had somebody with me. You can use that
Hmm.
word unless, like
Hmm.
जब तक ये ना आए तब तक मैं नहीं खाऊंगा types, unless I had the
Yeah.
the person. All right. So you can use didn't, unless for these kind of words. All right. Awesome. So good that you mentioned your school. So which was the subject that you liked the most, and which is that subject that you didn't particularly enjoy in school?
Yeah, it's very interesting things for me. Suddenly it's changed. When I cross out my school, then suddenly I have interest in history. But when I was studying in school that time, my marks was not good at history, in history
Okay.
language.
Okay.
But I like the only one. I was really good in English at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and also in Sanskrit. So you can say I
Okay.
learned Hindi through the Sanskrit
Uh-huh.
language. In class 7th and
Okay.
8th, I had
Mm-hmm.
Sanskrit language.
Mm-hmm.
So, I belong to Bengali medium school. So
Okay.
when we get new things like Sanskrit, it's similar to
Mm-hmm.
Hindi, we can know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting thing, and I write to when my teachers gave me to any homework. So I do not only one page. At
Mm-hmm.
least I try to write more than because it was so interesting things.
Yeah.
So that's the
Okay.
reason. In 2 years, I also how to say that I learned
Uh-huh.
Hindi writing or reading.
Okay, okay, that's amazing. You can say that I became proficient in Hindi because
Yeah.
of that writing. You became proficient in Hindi. Amazing. Do you still remember a bit of Sanskrit even now? Just a little bit?
And
Or do you
no, no,
remember
no,
it
no.
properly?
Not I don't remember any Sanskrit, but
Uh-huh.
I learn Hindi for reading
Hmm.
or because for speaking it's very normal because in West Bengal
Yes,
also mostly people they speak. It's
correct.
very normal, but reading and writing it's not easy for everyone. But I
Yeah.
learned from this way,
Ha, 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 ha.
yeah, through this
Okay.
Sanskrit language.
Very nice. Beautiful. Uh,
So that
actually,
the reason I also got like I also learning the same processes.
mm-hmm,
No, I don't like to study to books or
mm-hmm,
anything. I
mm-hmm,
learn English through watching videos and talking
mm-hmm,
with someone.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, and when I feel confusion between sentences, I just try to. There
mm-hmm,
is on Google there is
mm-hmm,
translating like Hindi to English. I
mm-hmm.
just put try to make or how to make this sentence and just then Google give it the correct result. Like
Okay.
I have to go there. I had to go there. Like I try to make sentence if I have little bit confusion.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. I hope these translations are accurate. I've never tried it. Are they accurate translations?
Yeah. In Hindi to English. You can choose
Ah,
also others language.
okay, okay. Nice.
Yeah, when I
Good, good.
get confusion,
Uh-huh.
sometime
Yes.
I heard when we watch any videos. So sometimes I
Uh-huh.
just really because um, you like when we watch any videos, sometimes we
Yeah.
don't understand the sentences how they
Mm-hmm.
speaking. Is it
Mm-hmm.
correct or wrong? So I just try to put copy there and just try to
Mm-hmm.
paste there, and I
Mm-hmm.
see what does that mean exactly.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. Good. Good. Amazing. So you're doing a lot of practice on your own also. That's a good
Yeah.
step. All right. All right. Amazing. So great to know about that. Even in eighth standard, eighth, ninth, and tenth, we have to take an optional language. Okay. So
Mhm.
even I took up Sanskrit that time. It was very beautiful. The stories, the shlokas, and everything. But unfortunately, just like you, I also don't remember any part of it now. But that time, it was very interesting. All right. Yeah. Okay. How were you as a child? Were you an extrovert, or were you very shy and reserved as a
No,
kid?
no,
How
no.
were you?
Before 1 year, I was like
Mm-hmm.
shy person. I couldn't face
Uh-huh.
people. I couldn't face any cameras. But nowadays,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can record myself front of the camera. I can speak front of the people. But I have never
Mm-hmm.
tried to speak the huge people. But just I can try, and I try to still work on this because I
Mm-hmm.
also want to be a good speaker without any
Mm-hmm.
hesitation. I want to speak front of people. Yeah. So in this
Okay.
case,
All
we
right.
also need knowledge for if you, whatever you are topic going to discuss, you are going to give a talk to front of the people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's so nice. And your end goal is very clear to you. Yeah. Okay. And were you allowed to watch TV as a child, or was it restricted?
Yeah, it was allowed, and I belong to this 90s era where
Mm-hmm.
there's nowadays we have internet. That time we had not internet. Just
Yeah. Same.
round shape CD or
Yeah.
DVD cassettes.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
And nowadays it's more easy to learn any languages. And that time
Mm-hmm.
people trying to sell. And in my city there are big banners spoken in English, 3,000 rupees just 1 month. But nowadays I
Yeah.
don't see this kind of institute mostly around my
Yeah.
place.
Yes, it's almost gone. That trend of,
Yeah,
CDs, DVDs, the cassettes that we used to have, that round ones, we used to write the label on the with the markers and all that. That era is completely gone. We have
yeah.
so many apps these days for songs, right? Spotify, Ghana, that, this, and all. We have so many, numerous applications. So, yeah, I also, fondly remember about these things.
Yeah, since childhood, I really like to watch movies, and still I
Mm-hmm.
like to watch movies. But
Mm-hmm.
nowadays I don't get too much time. But suddenly, oftenly, it's very hardly I watch one movie. I try to watch in totally 1 or 2 weeks, like
Okay.
1 hour, 2 hour, then part of part. Like today, if I watch the first half, then I don't know when I will going to watch the second half movie.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't wait. I can't wait for. I just try to skip.
Or
Like
you try to
I
skip to
I
the
lose
main
my
part.
patience. Yeah. I want to know the main history. But yeah,
Means good.
suspense movie I never skip. Suspense
Okay.
thrillers movie I never
Mm-hmm.
skip. Otherwise, I because now we have watched already a lot of movies, so it's like
Correct.
experience. I already gone in my mind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, after this scene, it will become.
It will come, not it will
Yeah,
become, it
it
will
will
come.
come. Yeah,
Yeah, get it, get it. That's a very unique way of watching movies. I've never seen someone watch movies like that
yeah,
in parts.
yeah. It's
Okay.
like web series. 1 2 hours movie is like web series. 30 minutes,
Uh-huh.
30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
Amazing, Neil. Really enjoying this conversation with you. Just one thing I can tell you about you is that you are a very, very expressive person. Your voice modulation, right? It's not flat. Whenever you narrate something, there is no way that the listener can be bored because you give examples, you give expressions, you have that confidence in your voice, rise and fall in pitch that comes with a lot of practice for many. It does not come like this to many people.
Yeah,
So keep working on that, keep improving that skill of yours. Your fluency is also at a very good place. Of course, there is a scope for more improvement by avoiding fillers and all these things. But your fluency is also very good. Like you can think and speak simultaneously. You don't take unnecessary pauses. All right. So these are your two strengths. So please work on that and make it even better. Now coming to the areas of improvement. From the grammar point of view, I think the past tense is something that you can work on. Today, just take past tenses and take its all forms, past perfect, past simple, past continuous, and try to make your own sentences with it, just with the past tense. For example, you said that time people trying to sell um, DVDs. Okay, the correct thing is that time people were trying to sell. You have to use that was or were, na? Were
oh,
trying
yeah.
to sell DVDs. Okay, and Marx was not good. My marks in history was not good, right? My marks in history were not good. Marks is a plural, no? Like scores.
Yes,
Scores were
because
not.
I
Yeah.
use marks. So
Yes. Yeah. 1 mark. Apart from that, everything is plural. 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks. Everything is a plural.
mhm,
So you will
yeah,
use were, not was. Okay. And one nice thing you mentioned that you want to develop the skill of speaking in front of a crowd. Okay. I was very impressed by that. So you mentioned one word. I want to speak in front of huge people. It's actually a huge crowd. I want to speak in front of a huge crowd. Public speaking. It's not huge people, it's huge crowd. Okay.
crowd. Okay.
Okay. So in vocabulary, this is the one thing. And from grammar point of view, just the past tense, especially the usage of was and were, where you'll use was and where you'll use were. So apart
Yeah.
from that, your expression very nice, coherence, logical sequencing of ideas very good, fluency very good. So keep improving on that and this both. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions or queries for me, Neil?
How much time we have?
I think we have 40 more seconds to go.
Okay, in this 40 seconds, could you say anything when and how you started your journey for
On
English?
Clapingo, I started last year only, last week of May in 2021. I came across this on YouTube. I think I saw a person promoting this on YouTube. I was like, okay, it's a very nice platform. Let's give it a try. And I applied for the role. And after 2 weeks or a month almost, I got a response. I was so ecstatic. I was like, oh wow, this is
You
going to
also
be
have to upload
interesting.
your video before you are going when you have to register as a tutor.
Yes, yes. We have to analyze one video. We have to find whatever is incorrect in that speaker's
Hmm.
language and all, and then they will evaluate whether our assessment is correct, and they'll select. That's all.
Like you have to give a test. Just
Yes, 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 like that. Okay. So yeah, that's all about it. And this, I think, how many months have I completed? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, Jan. I've just completed 8 months.
hmm.
There's still a long way to go. Every day I keep meeting interesting people, so it's been a wonderful journey so far.
Hmm. It's good.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, I think our session is going to disconnect in a couple of seconds. I hope to see you again. Take care and
Yeah.
bye bye.
Take care. Good night.
Good night.